I'm a dancer, and I was looking for ways to incorporate more health and nutrition, healthier foods into my diet. And it's really important for me to be able to move and relax in my movements and stretches. I had severe back pain in the past and was seeking chiropractic care, so I thought breakfast and brandies would be a great addition to my diet. As a dancer, I was fairly health conscious, and that's something that was a part of my lifestyle, but I knew that if I did Breakfast with Brandy's program, then I would get into better habits of eating healthier foods and incorporating that on a daily basis. And now my blender and the juicer that I have in my kitchen aren't just decoration there, I'm using them every day. Brandy's very personable and she makes it fun. She makes it known that everybody needs good health and good nutrition. It's the powerhouse for doing anything else, and I agree with that. I think she's right on. Well, I was very impressed when I looked at the first video. It was done very professionally. It kind of reminded me of the whole Julia's kitchen, and just how everything was organized and set up and ready to go. I learned really great green veggies that I could use in a smoothie that I wouldn't have thought of before, like chard and kale. I've never thought of putting that with fruit, and I felt like my system really appreciated and was optimized by the blends of those vegetables and fruits. Sometimes I feel a little bit sluggish mid-afternoon, and I didn't really have that when I was doing the program. Having a juice or a smoothie in the morning does give you the feeling that you're doing something good for your body, and it makes me feel good, and I want to continue that trend throughout the day by having a healthy lunch or a salad or something that would give me that same vibe that I'm doing something good for myself, and that makes me feel good and want to do my best. I think Brandy is really fun. She's really nice and very easy to talk to. She's relatable. I find everything that she's talking about to be true. She's health conscious and health focused, and I am very health conscious and health focused. I agree with living powerfully, and what it stands for is if our health isn't in check, we can't really do anything else. So I really appreciate Breakfast with Brandy, and I think she's a fantastic person. Breakfast with Brandy is perfect for anyone who wants to be their best selves in the morning and kickstart their day.
Going with the Breakfast with Brandy program has gotten me away from all these processed foods, all this nasty stuff, and all these sugary breakfast items that were really just weighing me down. I can really notice when my blood sugar is high and low, and a lot of that breakfast food would just spike my blood sugar. And then by 9, I needed coffee with sugar in it. And then by 10, I needed something with sugar in it. And then I was craving candy. And then I was hungry by 11. And now I don't have all those ups and downs. After I started doing the Breakfast with Brandy smoothies and juices, I really noticed that my digestion was easier. I just felt smarter. And that sounds crazy, right? But I was clearer and I had less fog. The other thing I noticed about the program was I really have a lot more energy. I'm getting the foods and the nutrients I need in the morning, and I'm not eating things that are heavy and weighing me down. So I feel lighter and feel healthier. And people have noticed. They've commented on it. It's really cool. By eating healthier, I've avoided the cost of gaining a lot of weight over these past few years. I've also been able to be more effective at work, and that translates into being happier for me. Translates into me getting more done and being more effective. And I really enjoy both of those. So one of the cool things as a CEO, I started taking my shakes into work, and people noticed it. I'm more effective, I'm more clear, and I've been able to share that and model that for my employees who have done the same things. And that's been great for their lives and the business as a whole as well. I highly recommend the program, Breakfast with Brandy. My thought would be if CEOs could adopt this in their break rooms and break areas and at incubators and everywhere, people eating healthy, being healthy, and having organic foods like this would dramatically increase the health of their workforce and the success of their business.
So the Breakfast with Brandy program is awesome because it allows you to really put your health as a priority and start your day off very intentionally and really learn how to nourish your body at the beginning of the day. And my favorite smoothie that Brandy shares is the intentionality smoothie. and it's awesome. Being a mom of 3 kids and a wife and having 2 businesses, it really takes a lot of energy. So really making sure I'm intentional with what I put in my body each day, that fuels and nourishes me to be able to get everything I need to get done each and every day. It is super simple to use and to be able to navigate through the various different videos that shows you step by step how to make these smoothies on a daily basis. So I know all of us are super crazy in the morning, we don't have a whole lot of time, but she makes it very simple to just follow along and be able to create a nourishing breakfast that's going to start your day on the right foot.
Breakfast. I didn't even like to eat breakfast. Once I began Breakfast with Brandy, I saw that I didn't have to eat breakfast, I could drink breakfast. Now that I was on board with. And Brandy taught me how to get all of these yummy ingredients and all of these great nutritional products and value into my body. And it was fun, and it was easy, and it tasted delicious. Working with Brandy helped raise my awareness around food, for sure. It also helped me be more aware even in the grocery store as I would shop for different things, or even just be more aware about buying locally and maybe going to farmers markets and looking at different alternatives about how I conducted my shopping for foods that I was going to put in my body. I didn't even know how sluggish that I was moving around and how sluggish I was until I began to feel the benefits of Breakfast with Brandy. One of the cool things about Breakfast with Brandy is that it provides the structure needed to move forward and really implement changes in your life. Here's the deal. If you could have done it by yourself, you would have already done it. There have been times when I just wished that I could have the same amazing clarity in the afternoon that I had in the morning. And eating healthy, nutritious foods, starting out with Breakfast with Brandy, starting your day out that way, just begins a snowball of healthy choices all day long. It affects me not only in my personal life, but in my business as well, so that I'm sharp and I'm on point and I'm able to make the decisions that I need to make in business. I'm on stage all across the country, helping people learn how to connect and how to walk in confidence. And as I moved forward, learning how to take better care of myself, how to live more powerfully, I found that even in my speaking career, in my executive training career, that I was able to show up more powerfully. Just the chance to get to be with Brandy on a daily basis is a privilege for anyone. We find people with all different kinds of programs. There are a plethora of programs out there. But when you find a program that's headed up by someone who truly lives what they're talking about, that's what you get with Breakfast with Brandy. She is the real deal. I know her personally. She lives what she teaches, and she lives powerfully.
I highly recommend the 30-day Breakfast with Brandy program for anyone who's looking to be the most effective that they want to be at peak performance every day and sustainably, not just coffee drinkers who drink, get the energy out, and then they have a big crash. This is different. It's so sustainable, and you just get so much more done in the day. I will put my parents on it. Because I just feel like it would benefit them so much. A typical breakfast for me usually was a chocolate croissant and a coffee. And it would be this burbling in my stomach, it was super uncomfortable. But I guess my brain just decided that it was normal. But it's not, it shouldn't be like that, and it drags you down. It drags you down mentally, drags you down physically, and even spiritually, like you don't feel connected to yourself. It's changed the way that I perform throughout the day, not just because I start the morning, and then it's so sustainable right up until dinner. And it's changed my life. I don't feel weighed down physically, you know, mentally, and I feel more connected to myself. One of the things I admire most about Brandy is the way she leads her life by example, and the way she inspires people by her actions, and living powerfully in every aspect of her life, and inspiring other people how it's inspired me.